Hey family, Dad here. Hope you're having a great day. On this video, I just wanted to talk about my overhead, my 2025 expenses. Let's kind of dig a little deep and kind of share with you what my biggest expenses were for 2025. Now, I've shared my expenses in the past. I do a monthly kind of update on where my expenses are every month. And then last year I did a 2024 expense kind of spreadsheet. And so today we'll just kind of break it down even more. And I've captured this every month, like I've said, every month for the past couple of years using the Dave Ramsey Every Dollar app. Huge fan of the app. It's free. There are some paid options, but I don't use them. It gives me a good idea of where I am spending too much at and where I need to kind of lower my expenses. Look at, next year, for example, what upcoming, expenses will come up or what ones will significantly go down. So as we break it down here, household stuff, mortgage, $19,485 for the year. First 7 months was at $1,605 was my mortgage payment. And that includes, principal and interest and then escrow, like property taxes and, homeowners insurance. And then in the middle of the year, right around July, it went up to $1,650. Property taxes, I think for everybody, shot up. HOA fees, I pay $1,500 for the year. Water, $400 for the year. I get billed water every other month here in my county. So it roughly averages out to $66.50 every month. Electricity for the year was $15.21 on average, $126.75. Wintertime usually gets a little more expensive because I'm using the heat. Summertime, I don't have central air in my house. It's something I've been pondering about getting. 20 plus years I've been here. Definitely the summers are getting a lot warmer. So I just use those portable AC units. I got a bunch of them in my house. And again, it's only me. Kids are out of the house for majority of the year. My son's in college. My daughter's got her own place. So I don't know if it's worth it to get central air, but I don't know if that'll boost the house value down the road if I decide to move on and sell this place. So more to come on that. Internet, phone, so it's bundled. It's with T-Mobile. $2,000. First 4 months was at $157. They raised the prices, I think, a little later in the year to $174. I'm okay with that. I pay a really good price for my 3 cell phones for myself and my 2 kids. And then internet's like $40 a month. YouTube TV, $1,092. Trash every other month, $351 for the year. So it adds up to about, $58.65 every other month that I get charged for trash. Netflix, $340. Sewer, $652. It's about $108 every other month. Disney Plus, $205.59 for the year. I canceled that account. I'm not using it anymore. I was using the ESPN Plus app for that. I decided to cancel it. Spotify, $20.75 per month. That's me and my family that use Spotify. I'm a big fan of using it. And then Paramount. I just started signing up for Paramount on December 1st. So it was $660 a month. I think that's a promotional price. I'm trying to remember. But anyhow, I should be getting a credit for that because I signed up for a new credit card. And with that credit card comes with a credit for subscription TV. And then the next items are the cars. So I have 3 cars under my name. Eventually I'm gonna, sign over the title to my kids. They use majority of the cars all the time. Prius 1612, my son drives that. He's in college right now. $14.62 for brakes was the big one. And then the Nissan Sentra that stays here at my house, $1272.64 for the 12 months. A big chunk of that was the rotors at $779. Mazda CX-30, $29.48. That was all really at the beginning of the year when I was still driving that car regularly. $12.75 for new tires. And then I did pay off the car note for the CX-30 in February 2025. So this line item will go down next year in 2026. And as we scroll down to the next line items, these are the big ones. Groceries and restaurants. Groceries, $7,700 for the year. It's roughly about $644.83 per month on average. And then restaurants, $4,500 for the year, roughly about $380.46 per month. So total on that, between these two, I don't know, what is that? Roughly about $1,000, actually $1,200 per month. I'm okay with that. During the summer months, my son's home, grocery bill goes up a little bit. And then during the breaks, winter break and spring break and all that kind of stuff. I've always budgeted for roughly about, $800 a month, $900 a month for groceries. and then $400 a month for going out. Overall, I am happy with that. I think now, as my son will graduate here soon in the spring of 2026, I think that'll go down as well. So more to be, I guess, to be determined in 2026. Things can change on the fly, obviously. As we scroll down, clothing, $608. I made it a point, and I shared on my previous video, that I'm gonna shoot for no buying any clothes for 2026. So we'll see how that goes. Miscellaneous items, $3,900 for the year. That included various things like credit card annual fees, my certification for my personal training, birthday dinners. I applied for US citizenship. That's a big chunk of it. And then, contact lenses, things like that. My son's items, $38.75 for the year. Again, that's, he's in school right now, so that can be various things. A few things that really popped up when I looked through 2025 was kind of bought him a new laptop, summer classes that he took, textbooks, doctor visits. Daughter items, $589. I know she's on her own. She got a big girl job. She lives in her own place in downtown Seattle area. $589, peanuts compared to what I'm spending for my son. I don't remember what these are. It's small things at the end of the day. Dog items, $6,800. A big chunk of that was the vet bill for $3,600. I shared on a video, breaking down the cost of my dog. Amazon purchases, $19.91. The average is out to about $165 per month. I'm okay with that, no big deal. This is a big one, tuition. That's for 2025, so 2 semesters, $48,000, roughly about $25,000 a semester. He goes to a private school. I've shared that previously. Sticker price on that is about $75,000 per year. He is getting about a $25,000 academic scholarship, so he's helping me out with that. But still, it's a big chunk. But, again, he's graduating in spring of 2026, so that line item will be gone after May of 2026. Gym passes, $37.98. That was various things, CrossFit. I did a couple punch cards with other gyms. That's going to go down significantly. $2,300 of that was a 14-year CrossFit membership that I purchased. New ownership came into the CrossFit gym and did this promotion for 14 years for $2,300. I went in and signed up for it mainly because I don't plan on leaving anytime soon, and I enjoy the gym, and I've been going actually more often now since I signed up for that. Trips, $1,400. Not a lot of trips this past year. We did a lot of road trips, my girlfriend and I, to some parks. That'll go up, I'm sure, next year. We got a couple things that we have planned. And then the last couple line items that I have, auto insurance, $4,000, $4,200 for the year. It's 3 cars. 2 of my kids under the age of 25, they're still considered high risk drivers. It's cheaper to keep my daughter on for now. That can change maybe next year. I plan on gifting her the car, signing the title over. So I don't know if she would have to start getting her own auto insurance, but we'll see how that goes. Life insurance, $660. Term life insurance. I got 2 policies. I've been paying them for, 10 years or whatever. And then Christmas, $1,646 for this past Christmas. I spent gifts. I'm okay with that. I usually budget roughly that amount anyways for every year for Christmas. Total spend was $124,497. It's a lot. It's pretty inflated, mainly because of this tuition. Now, if I take out the tuition, it's about $75,516 for the year. That averages out to about $6,200, a little under $6,300 per month. Am I okay with that? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Roughly, that's what I've been spending the last couple of years. So hoping that things will drop off for 2026. But, that's TBD. So a couple goals that I have for 2026. Like I said, college tuition is going to be done by the spring of 2026. So I'll have very little gym costs. I do pay for another gym for $11 a month, but that's going to be peanuts compared to what I pay for 2025. I'm hoping that my son, once he graduates, that he'll get a big boy job and my expenses on his line item will go down significantly. I'm hoping to reduce my dog item expenses. There was a $3,600 vet bill that we talked about. Hopefully my dog will have no significant vet bills this year. I'm hoping to reduce my auto expenses. Like I said, I got 3 cars, 2 of them My kids drive full time, so hopefully I'll just kind of give them to them, gift it to them. And then no spend on clothes for 2026. That's the goal. We'll see how that goes. I'll kind of keep you updated every month like I usually do. I have a monthly expense that I keep tabs on and I share on this channel. So hopefully it'll be a great year for 2026. How about you guys? What does your expenses look like for 2025? Any kind of goals for reducing expenses in 2026? Comment, like, subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. So that's all I got. I'll see you all at the next video.